Dang, did Georgia get locked up the last time? Because I don't remember. Hey, what's up, you guys? It's me, Tristan, and welcome back to another daily reaction video. I'm so excited for today's video because as a follow-up to our reaction to the pilot episode of Ginny and Georgia, today I'm going to be reacting to Ginny and Georgia Season 3, the official trailer from Netflix. I think Ginny and Georgia is one of the best shows on Netflix, especially for young adults. It tackles a lot of issues like mixed-race relationships, just growing up in the U.S. with so many different, which is such a multicultural melting pot. It also tackles single motherhood, divorce, actually, Georgia doesn't go through a divorce. Her and her man actually never get married. So for all of you guys that those themes sound interesting to you, I highly recommend checking Ginny and Georgia out on Netflix. I'll be reacting to some of the episodes. And if the pilot reaction performs well, I could react to some more of the scenes from Ginny and Georgia Season 1 and 2. You guys just let me know. And as always, before we get into this reaction, make sure you guys join our 100% free VIP email list to our online streetwear fashion store at tristanhuntca.com. The email list is the reason why a lot of our best-selling products do end up being sold out by the time the general public sees them on our YouTube store, thanks to you guys making us a YouTube partner, on our Instagram store, or on our tristanhuntca.com website. So the best way that you guys could avoid that issue is by joining that email list and by buying items that you like as soon as you see them. And before we start this reaction, you guys already know some of my most favorite TV shows because I'm really vocal about which TV shows I like. Those include Beauty and Black. Way back in the day, I really liked True Blood. I loved Euphoria. And I really like Ginny and Georgia. P-Valley, I'm really excited for when that comes back on. So if you guys want me to get into more TV shows that you guys think would be up my alley in terms of shows that I enjoy watching, because I'll only make the long reactions to the specific scenes in this TV show if I really like the show, or if it's just really bad and it'll make a really entertaining reaction. Those are the only two things that I will react to. So if you guys have any idea for similar TV shows, feel free to send them my way and join that email list. Let me know if you guys are excited for Ginny and Georgia Season 3. I feel like the Season 2 climax, Georgia or Ginny went off on a bike with her younger brother, if I'm not mistaken. So I love Georgia. She definitely sticks out for her kids. She goes after people who harm kids, which I'm always rooting for, because I feel like kids are some of the most vulnerable people in our society, especially when you're talking about foster care and things like that. So I think Georgia's bad ASS, and I hope she keeps kicking butt. And let's start this reaction. And for those of you guys that don't know, Georgia's like your very typical Southern belle. She's super sweet, but she also has like another side to her, which is that she will do anything to defend her kids. And let's start this reaction. What happened? Dang, did Georgia get locked up the last time? Because I don't remember. She was with the politician dude. So Georgia was dating this politician because she's always kind of dating guys and taking what she can from them. But her real love in her life is her kids and then the father of Ginny, because they kind of just belong together, but for a lot of different reasons, including class and race and things like that, they couldn't be together. And this is Ginny, who's Georgia's daughter.
When everything falls apart, the rug can be pulled out from under you in a second.
I think I've seen one other show with the daughter who plays Ginny, but this by far is her best character and performance. I really enjoy it. And I hope that Season 3 isn't the last season. If they're able to keep telling this story, I think it's a really interesting story. Georgia has a history of unaliving the guys that she gets with because they're really terrible guys, and that's kind of how she gets by in life. But the juxtaposition of her doing that and then her also being this super sweet Southern belle is what draws a lot of people to rooting for her character.
Don't you want to ask me if I did it?
Yeah, Georgia definitely did it, especially if somebody was trying to harm her kids. And that's why I respect her as a mother, because if you're a real mother, you would do what Georgia does, I think. So Georgia also has a guy, they flashed him really quick. It was that white guy, and he's a very violent person. And I think Georgia actually got him locked up. And yeah, he came back, and I think the son, the really little toddler son, pulled out a weapon on his dad because he was getting so violent. But yeah, Georgia does not have a history with good guys except for Ginny's dad.
I'm not a bad person. It's all about perception.
Dang. That's the one thing that a lot of viewers love watching about Georgia, because so Georgia grew up in a trailer park and she was being harmed by either her father or her stepfather. And ever since then, she's honestly been like a KILLER deep down. But she's still like a good, sweet person. And that's why people root for her. June 5th. Dang, that's coming up soon. I think I'm heading to Hawaii this summer around the last weekend of July or early August. I don't know. I don't really have the dates set yet, but the fact that this is coming out June 5th, I probably would have watched it already before I head to Hawaii. So if this show does end up being really good and there's like scenes and stuff you guys want me to react to, I would love to. Again, this is one of the best Netflix shows because not only does it tackle so many relevant social issues nowadays, but it also is, I like stories that deal with young people's issues, or at least include young people in the storytelling. And Ginny and all the things that she goes through in high school is so important and relevant to youth nowadays. And I am impartial because I love authors and writers who give a voice to youth, like Catcher in the Rye, John Hughes, all of his movies, because I think a lot of people overlook how hard it is to be a teenager and a kid. And as somebody who worked with foster kids, the things that children go through, a lot of the things they go through that adults put them through is 10 times harder than anything an adult goes through. And it's really important that society acknowledges that, or else we're just going to keep harming kids. And bottom line is, watch this show. It tackles a lot of interesting social stuff, and it's just great storytelling. All right, you guys, that was my reaction to Ginny and Georgia Season 3, the official trailer from Netflix's YouTube channel. Again, you guys already know I'm so excited for this show. If you guys watched our reaction to the pilot episode, then you already know the kind of person and mom Georgia is, which is somebody who will put guys in the ground if they try to come after her kids. And the really rich stepdad that Ginny had that tried to like help her during yoga, man, like, thank God Georgia did what she did. I wish Angel would have done that to Kimmy's dad in Beauty and Black, because if you harm kids, you literally, I actually think there are some sins that are unforgivable, and that's one of them. I don't think that God forgives every sin. And there are some sins that I think send you straight down there. And there's no prayers that you could do. There's no repenting you could do to save you from the fate that you've sown for yourself. And I fully believe that. And if you don't, then go ahead and keep living your life and being a bad person. But karma's real. Eternal life is real. And I think that's why viewers like this, because the harm towards children is such a normalized thing in society. To be able to watch this and feel the catharsis of actually protecting those kids the way they deserve to be protected, the way Georgia does, is important. And I think that's the draw for a lot of viewers. And I think Georgia's a great mom. Given all her circumstances and what she had to go through, I think she's a great mom. So if you feel differently, go ahead and comment down below. But hopefully no arguments or anything like that start. Hopefully the YouTube algorithm could push this out to some Ginny and Georgia fans, or even people that don't like Ginny and Georgia, because I like to hear from them too. Keep sending me more TV shows that you guys want me to react to. Again, don't forget to join our 100% free VIP email list. And with that, I'll see you guys in our next daily pop culture reaction video.